Welcome, fellow safety and health professional, to another podcast in a series of podcasts based on an article in Safety and Health magazine that's all about you. Perseverance is the name of NASA's rover that's on Mars right now. It's been there for over 50 days, and it has collected nearly 20,000 images and numerous samples. It's finding out about what's going on with Mars water, how it got as much water as it has, where it came from, and its landing especially, and a few other features of the mission were publicized widely in the media recently. However, the many years of research and hard work, and diligence that happened in labs or in technical centers leading up to Perseverance launch mainly went unnoticed. Every now and then you hear about it, or if you studied it, of course, you could find out about it. And it's similar to the music industry, where overnight successes happen all the time. Suddenly a musical band has a number one hit, and they're proclaimed an overnight sensation. Well, that rarely is the truth. Now, Perseverance, the noun, which is, I'm sure, what NASA's rover is named after, describes continued effort despite difficulties and failures. That's what the word means. And it's typical among people who accomplish outstanding achievements to show a lot of perseverance. They didn't give up on a dream or lofty goal even when the odds were against them. Well, how did they do it, or how do they do it? And how can we learn from these long-term achievers? Studying people who have accomplished great things despite overwhelming odds can give you insights and inspiration into what it takes to reach your dream. I know it's given me some with different people. Whatever that may be, whatever your dream is, if you're having troubles reaching it, by copying what these people who have been successful at reaching their dreams do, it will put you on a path to triumph. Besides the obvious, such as being passionate about their work, there are three things that I have found are common among people who had to put up with a bunch of bad stuff and who kept on going no matter what. How they reached their dream, they have these three things in common. Number one, they take action every day, which brings them closer to their dream. Sitting around and dreaming does nothing, feels good maybe, unless it leads to action. You've got to practice, no matter your field of endeavor. If you want to play guitar, you got to practice your guitar. Well, the same thing goes for any other serious dream or endeavor that you pursue. For example, take our profession, safety and health professionals. You've got to keep up with what's going on in the safety and health field, especially as it relates to your specific area. If you want to be beneficial and you want to influence and you want to make a difference, if you conduct safety meetings or training, then you need to study and practice how to make your training and meetings engaging. Now, while I was working full-time as a safety and health professional, I read every book I could get my hands on about presentation skills because I regularly conducted training sessions. Besides technical books on safety, which I also read, I'm sure you do too, I read about adult learning behavior and other soft skills material. Because I also dreamed of becoming a motivational safety speaker, I read everything I could find about that too. Thankfully, Dottie Waters' book, Speak and Grow Rich, inspired me to leap and start my speaking and consulting company. It gave me the extra boost I needed to take that leap. Number two, failures and setbacks don't stop them. They adapt and learn from obstacles. Here's a great example. Rick Allen, the drummer for Def Leppard, it's a highly successful hard rock metal band. He lost his left arm in a driving accident in 1985, which you would think would have ruined his career as a drummer. It didn't. Instead, he retaught himself how to play and used his left foot as a replacement for his left arm. And he went on to have a long, successful career as Def Leppard's drummer. They had a bunch of hits, and his drumming sounded in some ways even better, deeper, I would say. Now, this type of perseverance is always inspiring. I know it inspires me for sure. Now, do you have a dream goal that you feel like giving up on or already have because of difficulties? If so, realize that perseverance and action can overcome the harshest setbacks. If you allow it, even, adversity can be an excellent teacher. A saying I regularly use, not just for my career, but when things go wrong or are tough or, life problems, is the obstacle is the way. It's one of my favorite sayings. It's derived from the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. He said over 2,000 years ago, quote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." And that has been shortened to, "The obstacle is the way." Number 3, here's a third thing that people who reach their dreams despite having all kinds of setbacks, or in this case, having it so that people think they can't do it, and that's it. They ignore those people. People have the negative opinions about their abilities. Now, sound advice, get it when you can. Adversely, on the opposite side, is people who tell you you can't do what you're aspiring to do. It's the best if you ignore them. There were so many family members, friends, coworkers, and even a proprietor at a local hardware store I would visit. He told me how stupid I was to leave my cushy job to pursue my dreams. Family members said, no. What about, this job you've had for a while and, it's more secure. That was actually one of the hardest things for me to overcome, was that everybody said I shouldn't do it, but I had in my heart, no, I should do it. I would have done it differently. I have learned some lessons over the years, but I still am glad that I did. And it's also vital that you believe in yourself in the face of adversity and the fear that you might feel about pursuing something outside of your normal range. J.K. Rowling, who posted the first of 12 rejection letters of a Harry Potter manuscript on her refrigerator, is a fine example. She was destitute. I think she had a son at the time, and had a fear of failure like most of us do. Resilience kept her going to create a multi-billion-dollar story empire, which is known throughout the world. Persevering to fulfill my dreams has been supported by a belief that I have something unique and valuable to offer that makes a positive difference in the safety and health field. So do you.